Guys, you're about to watch something that perfectly exposes just how chaotic and confused the Democrat Party really is. Buckle up. This says everything about where they're heading.
The Messiah told the Democrats to quit the navel-gazing and whining and start acting tough. So what's Hammering Hank doing? Singing.
Congressman Hank Johnson coming to give you some more ear candy. Died by suicide. Believe that and you must be blind. You've been telling us you released the file, but where are they? Dreamsicle on a summer night in a folding chair.
Now, Whoopi singing a little bit of a different tune. She said, Barack, don't you point your skinny little finger at me.
This has not been about Democrats laying back. This has been about y'all. This has been about y'all because their messaging was always the same. Democrats have been angry at what this man tried to do the last time. They've been angry this time. So with much due respect to you both, I believe you are pointing the finger at the wrong person when you say Democrats.
Whoopi's tired of Barack telling the brothers and sisters what to do. She's in the trenches every day, while he's in Honolulu getting henpecked by Michelle. The Messiah can't perform miracles anymore. And the God said he's a day late and a dollar short.
It's mind-boggling to me when I hear people like President Obama say things that regular, everyday people been saying for years. We've been saying Democrats were cowards for a decade. We've been saying Democrats need to toughen up. And that cowardice is, why we're in the position that we're in now. So it's just wild to hear President Obama say that now as if Democrats haven't been cowards for the past decade.
The cowardly, lying Democrats should look in the mirror. Barack puppet mastered Kamala's campaign, and now everyone's leaking that he didn't think she was tough enough, so he hid her in a bunker.
They were afraid, right? They didn't trust her. They had her so wound tight. Like, if the cursing Kamala would have gone on the broadcast, she would have killed it.
Obama wouldn't let the best-looking attorney general talk to other guys. Look what happened when he let her talk to Brett Baier. Catastrophe. You cannot hide presidential candidates and then blame them for losing. You got to just leave it all out in the field. Biden still thinks he's running. So they took away his phone and changed his number. But he got a new one, and he called the New York Times to tell them that the auto pen signed the pardons because his hand was too tired. Joe with a phone is dangerous, and Democrats think something's up.
I think something else is coming. Why did he pick the phone up after 5 years and call them? Something is coming. I suspect they're laying the predicate that he delegated, and they put out these drug offenses, which seem small because there's a bigger case coming.
I agree.
If Hunter was selling pardons, I wouldn't use my own John Hancock either. I'd give it to the auto pen. Joe's the last gasp of the baby boomer Democrats before the party brings in fresh blood for the midterms. But they're filling their ranks with communists who will poison their chances for the general. Zoolander in New York, he wants government-run supermarkets and tax hikes on whites. And now staffers are pulling him away from the press like he's the big guy. Watch.
Building this coalition further and further such that it reflects the beauty and the breadth of our city. Thank you for your question, Ms. Sarah.
I think we're done here.
Channel 7.
We're going to go. Come on.
We haven't had a chance to
We're wrapping up. Sorry, folks.
Now, what do Sleepy Joe and communists have in common? The more they talk, the more their staff wets the bed. In Minneapolis, the sheets are soaked. Democrats are running this guy for mayor. His name's Omar, and he wants to turn Minneapolis into Somalia.
I understand that our Somali communities are all connected to each other here in Minnesota and back home, and I ask for your support. There's always been a link between our community here as well as back home, and I'm running to bridge that gap and unite all of us.
A link between Minneapolis and Somalia? That may be a bridge too far. Omar wants price controls. He wants to defund the police and Trump-proof the city. Well, shiver me timbers, because these commie pirates are hijacking the Democrat Party ship. The consultants, they see the writing on the wall. They're telling campaigns, if you can't handle these swashbucklers, now is a great time to retire. So who's going to save the Democrat Party from this ship of fools? Here comes the great white hope. Captain Gavin Newsom. Barack told him to act tough, and Gavin's already cursing like a sailor.
Mother no bull believe that. Get out of here. This son of a God gift. I despise me for the I read too.
Gavin's state suffering from devastating fires and riots, so he left.
Okay, guys, real quick, I want to show you the rest of this clip. But what we're watching, before I show you the rest of what Newsom does, guys, what we're watching is the Obama camp doing damage control. They know Biden is done, and they know that Kamala is a disaster. So now the blame game begins, and Obama wants to sound tough after spending 8 years being anything but. He let cities burn. He let the media lie. He bent over backwards to appease the radicals. Now he's acting like the party's spiritual coach. Guys, if you're sick of the gaslighting from the left, do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up like button right now. Let's get this truth out there. Now, watch the rest of this clip, guys, because it even gets crazier.
We went to South Carolina to kiss babies and do 4-hour podcasts. Gavin's not officiating gay weddings anymore. He's talking to Navy SEALs and trying to act like one of the guys, but he keeps forgetting to uncross his legs. In the first few minutes, he talked about bow hunting, skeet shooting, and called the president a son of a bitch. And then he claims his hair caught on fire in the Palisades.
I was up there in the hills with these guys, and we all turned around when my hair literally burst on. There's a video of it. And they threw me in the car. The guy hits my hair and throws me in the car and says, "Get out of here."
Gavin uses so much grease, the smallest spark turned him into Burning Man. We asked the governor's office to give us the video of him looking like Michael Jackson in a Pepsi commercial, but we haven't heard back. If anyone has the video of Gavin's hair going up in flames, text it to us. We want to see the tape. Maybe he got sunburned and made a mistake. He says he's made a lot of them.
What are some of the things during COVID that you think maybe were a mistake?
We were concerned it was airborne, and folks, we were worried about people being outside even. And we realized then, after the fact, what the hell are we doing shutting down the beaches and open areas? Do
you think that some of the restrictions that you put in place created a mental health crisis by being locked up, by not being able to enjoy the outdoors?
It was devastating. Come on, man, of course.
Newsom says he was wrong about lockdowns, and now he's saying he's wrong about sex changes for 6-year-olds.
Is 8 years old too young?
Yeah, I mean, look, I now that I have a 9-year-old, just became 9, come on, man, I get it. So those are legit. Wow. It's interesting, just the issue of age. It's interesting. As someone that's been so focused on equality, broadly, LGBT rights, particularly gay marriage. Mm-hmm. The trans issue for me is also novel. It's over the last few years. I'm trying to understand as much as anyone else. Whole pronoun thing.
The whole pronoun thing. Once he got going, the governor couldn't stop talking about what his party was wrong about.
Whoa. Guys, I'm going to show you the rest of this because I'm telling you, this is absolutely crazy interview with Gavin Newsom. Don't go anywhere. Gavin Newsom is doing political cosplay right now. He's trying to become acceptable to middle America. He's quoting the Constitution. He's praising the flag. He's pretending that he's a gun guy now. Watch, you're going to see all this, guys. This is the same guy who locked you in your home and tried to shut down churches while he dined maskless at French Laundry. Guys, he's not changing. He's recalculating. If you're new here, do me a favor, guys. Hit that subscribe button. I call it exactly how I see it. No spin, no apology. Now let's get back to the last part of this clip, guys, which I'm telling you, Gavin Newsom is off the rails right now.
Do you feel like the last administration was divisive?
I think, we got ideological. Failed at the border. And they've sent me 2 bills I've had to veto where they didn't want me to cooperate with ICE for these 11,000+ people. I just think they're wrong. My party's wrong on that.
Newsom's running on Democrats being wrong on everything. Well, that's a great platform if you're a Republican, so good luck. The governor even went a step further and said Democrats should wash their mouths out with soap.
Because you oppose sports does not make you a bigot. doesn't make you homophobic. There are certain people that cannot stand the community, and that's different. But the vast majority of the folks I come into contact that think it's unfair are good human beings, and I think we should treat them accordingly.
Well, Newsom better swallow a big bar of Irish Spring. He called Trump disgusting, appalling, sick, misogynist, narcissist, racist, unfit, and delusional. And after that, Gavin says he loves Rogan, guns, and the red, white, and blue.
Got to show our pride and patriotism a little bit more, not be shy about it. We celebrate all this, but we don't celebrate what unites us. The United States of America, these enduring principles of our founding fathers, taking the best of Greek democracy and the Roman Republic, 3 independent, co-equal branches of government, the rule of law. What a gift. They were imperfect, but man, what a god gift to this country. We're about to celebrate 250th anniversary.
Gavin has transitioned back into a man, and we're proud of him. Because before Gavin detransitioned, he sounded like this.
Black community does not need to change. We need to change. One thing is clear to me. We have a hierarchy of values in this country that diminishes certain people based on their color of the skin.
History, though, that must acknowledge the shameful mistakes of our country's past. After all, America was literally built on the backs of black people.
Newsom's America's first AI politician. His Silicon Valley donors figured out how to make an algorithm to make him electable outside of California. And after undergoing political sex change surgery, Gavin is now a patriotic, anti-lockdown, trans surgery pronoun, and pro-border governor who loves capitalism, the Second Amendment, and the founders. Would Gavin admit he was wrong about everything if he wasn't running for president?
Are you gearing up for a 2028 run?
No, I'm blown away the Democrats' obsession with just that sort of perfect person that's going to say, sort of this John Wayne thing, this romantic version of that person's going to save the day. Meanwhile, we're not doing the hard work. The more Trump keeps doing what he does, the more compelled I am to think about it. I've never felt more outrage, more anger.
Gavin's leaving the door open to come out of the California closet and save the party from the pirates. He's basically running as a 57-year-old Joe Biden, a straight white male who isn't as crazy as the rest of the communists on the ship. But the way it's looking, with this gnarly crew of identity pirates, they might make him walk the plank first, which might be a good thing if his hair's on fire.
Let's be real, guys. What we just witnessed, that wasn't strategy. It was panic. Obama's not stepping up to save the party. He's trying to distance himself from the crash while looking like a wise old prophet. He helped create this disaster. Kamala's weakness, Biden's decline, the radicalization of the Democrat base, it all happened on his watch and with his blessing. And now, when the ship's taking on water, he wants to come out and say, be tough. Please. And then we got to talk about Gavin Newsom, guys. Gavin Newsom, he's clearly prepping for 2028, maybe sooner if they toss Kamala and need a new savior. But he's not shifting because he's had some moral awakening. He's shifting because he's reading poll data from Middle America and he knows his record is radioactive. This guy didn't just lock down California. He crushed small businesses. He promoted gender ideology to children, and he drove people out of the state by the millions. And now he wants to wave the flag and talk about liberty. Newsom is not a patriot, guys. He's a brand. He's a Silicon Valley-funded, media-protected product. And if you don't expose this rebrand for what it is, they're going to Trojan horse him straight into the White House. And look, this isn't just about personalities. This is about the direction of the entire Democrat Party. They're not even hiding it anymore. You've got candidates openly saying that they want to turn cities into Somalia, defund police, anti-white taxes, government-run grocery stores. This is full-blown Marxism dressed up in equity language. The party's unrecognizable. It's been hijacked by radical activists, and no amount of flag waving from Newsom or tough talk from Obama is going to fix that. The rot goes deep. So here's my warning, guys. Don't get fooled by this fake pivot that we watch, guys. Don't let them paint over the mess that they created with some recycled slogans and some staged interviews. Watch the fruit. Always look at the fruit. Watch the record. And most importantly, guys, you got to stay awake. You got to stay awake. Like this video if you're not buying the lies. Drop a comment down below, guys. I want to know what you think about Newsom's rebrand and Obama's sudden tough talk. And guys, if you haven't yet, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Consider becoming a channel member to support the fight. Guys, we're just getting started.